So, welcome to Red Table Log Episode 2. I almost forgot what the name of the show was. I'm your host, Boss, and let's start by going over what this show's about. Now, since this is Episode 2, I just want to do a rerun. Basically, I'm here to explain to you what goes on at Red Table and what's coming out week to week. What shows are going to come out, anything special is going to come out, if anything cool has happened to us. Nothing cool has happened to us in the last week, so no update on that. Otherwise, let's start. So the first thing on the list is Let's Play. It's going to come out this week with Austin and his Pokemon Emerald random nuzzleizer lock thingamabob. That sounds like a term for a pedophile. Basically, it's him playing Pokemon. You know the drill. There's going to be 2 episodes this week because we're sticking to the 2-episode rule for any Let's Plays or Let's Watches. Now, after that, on Saturday, we're going to do another external ball. It'll be episode 17, and that's going to come out, like I said, on Saturday. I know I said last week. Last week I said it was either going to be last week or this week. Since it didn't come out last week, you can guess when it's going to come out. After that is let's move on to next week. Now, next week is going to be Let's Watch in Pokemon. It's going to be episodes 11 and 12, I think. Either, if it's not that, it's going to be 13 and 14. So it's going to be that, and after that will be... And this is still going into debate. I don't know if we're going to do this because it might be so late after the movie came out. We're going to do a spoiler cast in Deadpool. Now, message to Matt, if you have seen Deadpool, then you can message me and you can be in this spoiler cast. If you haven't, it doesn't come out until next week, the spoiler cast, not the movie. The movie's already out. You can see the movie, and then we'll do the spoiler cast before Sunday next week. So if that happens, then definitely we'll do that. I'm still debating whether we'll do a spoiler cast for that. But otherwise, that's going to be next Sunday. And then the next thing on my list here, it says Machinima. Now, let's talk about the late thing before we talk about the Machinima thing. So, the reason this episode is going to be so late in the night is because last week when I did this, it was my phone taped to the front of a camera. Camera puts this on the tripod because I have the little tripod screw thing. And then I filmed it just like that. That's kind of annoying because I have to take my phone other places besides the front of my camera. And so otherwise I was just like, I bought a holder for my phone and that I could actually put on the tripod. So I'm using that this week. And that's not exactly the reason it's late. The reason it's late is because I decided that I can film in more places now, in places that look, nicer, I guess, or make more sense. I can just film in more places, basically. And I decided to fuck around. And more or less, that took a lot longer than I thought, because moving around and setting up stuff in places that actually look good, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. So that's why it's late. It's probably going to come out around 8 or 9 tonight. Next thing after that is... Oh, and sorry, about that, because I know our British friends are going to be watching this extremely late at night. Otherwise, let's move on. The next thing is the Machinima thing. So, we made a Machinima about a year ago. And it's about 80% done. I haven't been working on it all year. I'm saying we started in the summer and we worked on it for a lot of the summer. By we, I meant me. And never kind of, finished it. Things happened, game fucked up. We made it in Kerbal Space Program, by the way. The reason it never got finished is because the way I wanted it to end and the way it kind of turned out was it didn't really fit. I tried to make new endings. I was trying stuff with music and stuff like that, and it just never, came to fruition. So, it's stuck in purgatory right now, and I'm just waiting to. I have a lot of video, and if I'm a good enough editor, I could probably come up with some way to end it, etc., etc. So that hasn't come out. What I'm deciding to do is I might cut it up into parts, and hopefully I'll come up with an ending by the time we get to the... it'll probably be only 2 parts because it's not that long of a show, or long of a video. About 10, 15 minutes, I think. So, just heads up, next month, this month, sometime in the near future, there will be a Machinima in Kerbal Space Program. Oh, I guess another problem with it was just to make sure we get this on video. In the game Kerbal Space Program, I used a lot of mods for the movie and for the Machinima, not the movie. And the mods and the updates kind of fucked up, and I lost some mods, and I lost this and that, and I deleted some stuff, and it kind of makes it impossible to film in the exact environment I was filming before. So, can't really, make new edits and stuff like that because everything is completely different. Otherwise, that's the only reason. I guess next on the list, and this is the last thing, I think, talked about this Let's Play, the Let's Watch, the Let's Play for... Oh, so... I don't know if I've talked about this, but the week after Let's Watch, so this week, next week, the week after next week, there will be a Let's Play in Left 4 Dead 2. And that's just going to be resetting the schedule, bringing us back to a random Let's Play in a game. So there you go. So now, the next thing we're going to do is talk about JonTron's video. So JonTron came up with a thing for his charity. He basically sung Katy Perry's Firework. And did a cover for it. It didn't go through SoundCloud because SoundCloud is owned by a bunch of, people who are, collared by music companies. And so he decided to make a video out of it and made a bunch of animations that were really cool and awesome and stuff like that. Now, for those of you who have watched the interview, the song Firework is in the interview, and it's in a couple of different areas of the interview. Specifically the part where they killed Kim Jong-un. So, in that part, they use a slow version of the song, something, etc., etc. I decided to throw JonTron's version into the song, and YouTube doesn't like it. I can't really tell because they didn't tell me what part was copywritten. I didn't put any money on it. I didn't monetize it, so I don't know why they're bitching about it. They said, and I'm pretty sure it was using the footage from the interview. Sony was probably being a bitch and was like, blah, blah, blah. So basically, I couldn't put it up on YouTube. And I decided to put it up on Vimeo instead. So there will be a link in the description to the video. That's about it, I think. Yeah. Oh, and I guess just to go on, an overview of the video again is it's just literally the scene where Kim Jong-un dies and replaced with the JonTron song, the JonTron version of Firework. So that's about it. I will see you guys next week. I'm Boss, signing off. Okay, thanks, bye. Love you guys.